G'day, g'day, and welcome back to Everlasting Summer. Here's the exit screen. Tries to taunt you with a cute girl. But anyway, we're lost. I think. Again. Maybe. We're in the woods again by the looks of things. I walked along the forest path in the direction Slavia showed me. My whole body was itching. What are you, covered in fleas or something? How didn't I notice it before? I don't know. And more importantly, what else hadn't I noticed? Fill me in. You gonna tell me? If things keep going like this, then I'll have to stay in this world forever. Honestly, if it is your world. I shivered at the thought. Probably at the idea that I didn't feel any terror, or even just fear. Just like it's all the natural flow of things. I could see a bathhouse behind the trees. I can see it too. And why do the pioneers have baths here? Why don't they? Old Demetria had said something about repairs to the showers though. No reason to worry about it now. There was soap and clean towels, so I quickly washed myself, went outside and breathed in a chestful of fresh night air. It's so wonderful that physical cleanliness brings spiritual cleanliness. Whatever you reckon. All of my problems, if not went away, then at least became less important. It's like the water washed away not only dirt from the body, but also the anxiety from my mind. Could have distracted you a little bit. I suddenly started yawning, so I headed to the leader's cabin, rubbing my eyes. I think there's a few things we forgot to do tonight. But then, you didn't give me an option to do those things, so it's your fault, not mine. I didn't take even a few steps before Eliza jumped out from the bushes. You don't do that.
You, what are you doing here?
That voice. I hate beginning of voices. I was just washing myself. She came to her senses and spoke again.
And?
And what?
How should I know?
And why do you speak if you don't know? All my peace of mind vanished in a moment. Only the irritation and the weirdness remained. Wariness, not weirdness. Okay, well, if you don't mind.
Wait,
Now what?
if back there on the stage is all that, well, I didn't want to offend you or anything.
It's okay, I'm not offended. I just can't play the guitar, nothing special. A lot of people can't. I felt that there were obvious signs of irritation in my voice, but I couldn't do anything about it. I wanted to say everything to her face, right here, right now. But you won't because you're decent. Right?
Exactly, you can't.
Can't what? Play guitar. Eliza obviously restrained herself from laughing. Oh, I've already had enough here. She totally drove me out of my wits at the moment. In another second, I would have started to yell at her. Or worse.
Wait,
Will you just leave me alone? Eliza followed me but didn't try and stop me.
I really didn't want to offend.
Some invisible power made me turn around. Okay. Can I go now without being any ruder?
Yes, of course.
In the moonlight, Eliza looked very... You coming up with those thoughts now? Beautiful, with a breathe guilty expression on her face. If she could only keep her mouth shut. The same probably goes for you, mate.
What are you smirking at?
Although... nothing, I just thought that if only you were a little bit more polite.
Then what?
I shouldn't say such things. People could get ideas, depending on their intellectual abilities. But nothing. You've already started. You'll probably have to finish that thought now. Just said that.
You should finish what you started.
There's nothing to finish. I'm very tired and I'm going to sleep.
Stop right there.
Don't make don't words. Don't make me run away from you.
As if you could.
Yeah, you're probably rather unfit. She may be right. I'm already exhausted from this day, and naturally, I had no intention of running after a bath.
So what?
What?
If only I'd be more polite, then what?
Try it and you'll see.
Why should I do anything for a fool like you?
Then don't try. What does that have to do with me? I sighed and dragged myself to the square.
And what about you then?
What? I replied without turning to her.
Yeah, if I would, then you.
I don't know what you were talking about, but I think that I would if it is easier for you.
Moron.
Okay, Eliza yelled at me and headed to the bathhouse. The square shined with the cleanliness of a German road, which were washed with shampoo, or so people said. German roads are washed with shampoo? I don't think that's quite right. That's Slavia for you. And I just argued with Eliza and nothing else. What for? As if it was really necessary. And her behaviour. You got a little bit of blame for yourself there. You antagonised a little bit. In any other situation, I would have surely said that Eliza likes me and just hides it behind her rudeness. Are you talking out loud? Is she behind you? Is she listening to this? That's not important right now, though. Relationships, love, anything. Maybe she isn't even human. Are you? And what if she was a human and all this was happening in the real world? Alright, back, just had to deal with something. I drove those thoughts away and headed to the leader's cabin. Tiredness had overwhelmed me. It was like an invisible obstacle stopped me in front of the door. Olga Dmitrievna certainly would like to know where I was and why I missed the dance. I'll get a full interrogation for sure. Counting the absence of Eliza at the dance too, it wouldn't be hard to guess that we skipped it together. On the other hand, should I even tell her that instead of going to the dance, Eliza practiced playing the guitar and I just went along with it? Nothing special, actually. Doesn't really matter why I left. So, at the same time, I thought that it could be better to keep silent. Well, I'll decide on the spot, will I now? You gonna make me choose for you? I started pulling the door handle. Olga Dmitrievna was already waiting for me wearing a dress.
So, Semyon, where have you been?
Doing stuff. I... make up another excuse? Nah, be straightforward. To tell you the truth, I was at the stage with Eliza.
And what do you do there?
Played guitar.
Okay, that's not important. Why didn't you come to the ball?
Well, frankly speaking, I don't like dancing.
So what?
Well, don't like dancing.
Well, it's a public event which means every party had to attend.
She looked at me intently.
You could just sit somewhere quietly.
Sorry. I sighed.
Okay,
The leader softened.
Go to bed quickly.
Righto, the storm had passed. I tossed and turned but couldn't sleep. Well, you could sleep before. You fell asleep straight away. Shouldn't be a problem for you. My head was full of thoughts about music, guitars, and Eliza. I wonder, could I become a professional musician? Probably not. And do I even want to be one? Probably not. Why should I want to? It certainly would be pretty fun, but nothing else. Or is Eliza the reason? She really is like an energy vampire sucking all of your juices. My eyes started to close and I fell asleep a moment after. Night night. Oh, day 4 now. How many days are there? I woke up to a close ringing inside my head. The ringing seemed to be coming from the depths of my consciousness. But after I came to my senses, I realized that the cause of this ringing is my alarm clock. Yeah, that could be it. Strange, where did it come from? Why is it standing near my bed? It was 7:30 according to the clock. Olga Dmitrievna had already left. Maybe she left it there. And there was nobody to force me to go to the lineup. Thus, I can sleep a bit more. I closed my eyes, but seemed like my consciousness had already had its coffee and was ready for a long, productive day. I need to get up. I should plan my day out after all. I need to at least find out something today. Do ya? But still, nothing came to my head. Fine, I need to wake up completely and wash myself. On my way to the washstand, I met Tsundere. What got you up so early?
Anything wrong with being up early?
She looked at me as if I had insulted her. No, nothing, just curious.
None of your business.
Tsundere isn't very sympathetic, even when she's in a good mood, but today she just looked furious. The cold water perked me up. The fog in my head dissipated, and my thoughts started arranging themselves. Curiously, I started to worry about finding a good place in the canteen, more than about finding answers. I brushed my teeth and was going to leave when a quiet sound wafted past my ears. It was probably a squirrel or some other animal. I heard another sound, this time a bit farther. I walked 10 meters along the path, searching for the source. Nobody, just the morning forest. I returned to the washstand and saw Miku, who was looking for something in the grass. Noticing me, she smiled and jumped up to me.
Oh, hello. Good morning. I accidentally scattered my tooth powder. Just trying to gather it all back up.
The dewy grass didn't seem to be helping matters. Are you sure that's a good idea?
Well, why? What else can I do? I don't have any more. It was the last I had.
She patted like a child who had just had her favourite toy taken away from her. Here, I'll give you mine. I dug into my bag. No tooth powder there. Strange. Didn't I just put it here? I walked away for just a minute and now it's gone. Listen, it looks like I've forgotten it. I didn't want to tell her that it had just gone missing. Knowing the sensitivity of this girl, it was safe to assume that vanishing household goods would impress her so much that her brain would reset itself in order to avoid overheating. What, like the computer? Well, I'll be off.
Hey, cheers. visit us. I mean, visit me in the music club. I'm still alone there, but
Miki's voice faded in the freshness of the summer morning far behind me. Why? Getting back to the leader's cabin, I took my cell phone and looked at the battery meter. Enough power for a day, maybe even less. Of course it won't help me much in here, but still. Finding a charger in the 80s would mean inventing it. Still, regardless, the morning was shining and beautiful. Right sun was shining over the space and time to Space Pioneer Camp Sovinov, warming its residents and filling them with energy to spend the day productively. Or in my case, to waste it in a futile efforts to find an explanation for everything happening here. There was an unusually large crowd near the canteen. Of course, there was no other place for the camp that pioneers loved as much as the canteen. But why were they all crowding on the porch? I came closer to find out what was going on. It looked like all the camp had gathered at the porch. They were all familiar girls, electronic. They were having a lively discussion. I drew closer.
Semyon, have you seen Shrek today?
Nope. What's the matter?
We haven't been able to find him since early morning.
Disappearing pioneers? Well, that's something new.
Thought he was with you yesterday.
Not for long. She was talking to electronic. Oh, okay.
Yes, he was. So you woke up this morning and he wasn't anywhere to be found? No. Why didn't you come to me immediately? Well, I thought that he got up earlier and went to wash up or something. Did he mention anything else? Anything yesterday?
Interjected Slavia.
For example? That he was going somewhere, for instance. No?
What exactly is so horrifying about that? It's only 9 AM. He might have decided to go for a walk.
You don't know, You don't know, Shuri?
She looked over at me seriously. Well, no, I don't. But I didn't see anything suspicious in the situation.
Okay, I'll stop panicking. We'll find him. How can we miss breakfast?
Lanya grinned.
Exactly, time to go eat. Anyway.
The pioneers proceeded into the canteen. Yet again, I had no choice where to fit in. Danny Free's place was at the table with Eliza and Alanya.
Take a seat.
Thanks. She pointed at the chair next to her. I sat down.
Aren't you going to get your food?
Oh yeah, might need to do that. Good idea. I hadn't thought about that. Today's breakfast didn't look much different from yesterday's, but it looked more appetizing. Or maybe I was just very hungry. Or maybe I was eager to finish it off as soon as possible to avoid yet another Alanya prank.
Want to go to the beach with us today?
When?
Right after breakfast.
Generally speaking, relaxation wasn't on my agenda today, but if I was going to spend my time thinking, why shouldn't I do it while getting a suntan? Or a suntan? I don't know. Why you want a suntan? Sure, why not? Although I don't want melanoma. No thanks. Not for me.
Hi, cool.
She smiled nicely. I bet you're planning another prank.
No, not at all.
Alanya waved her hands at me. Whee.
She sure is.
Eliza grinned.
She's always like that.
I looked at Eliza attentively and suddenly remembered yesterday evening. Her strange behaviour, our quarrel. But now she looked like usual. Maybe there's no need to say anything to her. Though I was going to. At the end of the day, everything that happened that night stopped seeming unusual, as if it was all just a dream.
No way.
I think she's right.
Nobody believes me.
Melania took her tray of dirty dishes and stood up.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you. I will. I don't know what it is. She said in such a way, no doubt, nothing good awaits me today at the beach. And with that, that's all the time I've got for this episode. We're just standing or sitting next to Eliza now. Well, if you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you enjoy what I do, might subscribe. With that said, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. I'll be sure to tune in next time. Cheerio.